Hello, my name is Jason Maxwell and I'm here to discuss social media and the early years education sector. So what is social media? Well, social media is a term used to describe a range of programs that allow communication between two or more individuals. The communication that takes place can take place in either real or retrospective time, can be public or private, can be used for official or unofficial purposes, and can link hundreds of thousands of people across vast distances. Each app or application that social media is defined by can in turn be defined by the medium in which their users share. For instance, Instagram or Pinterest like to share photography, while YouTube or Dailymotion like to post retrospective videos. There are real-time video sharing platforms such as Zoom or Skype, and there are also text-based programs such as Facebook or Twitter that mix all the other mediums within their platform. However, social media is only good as the users, and the users are usually defined by the communication styles that they like to use. Some communication styles that Carl Benedict described are assertive, passive, and aggressive. Assertive communicators will be appropriately direct with the facts. They will be real-time as possible. They will be clear and free from emotions and bias, and will be the most successful users of social media. An assertive style is linked to social media because successful social media accounts keep their updates or responses clear, up to date, and in real time. Social media is also mostly public and therefore best kept free from unfounded bias and conflict in order to create large networks. Passive communicators, however, will be very indirect. They will often be very retrospective with their content and will often avoid conflict or points of contention to please others. Passive communicators are often linked to social media because they enjoy retrospectively posting their communication without the risk of direct confrontation. They sometimes post days, even weeks after original posts are made. Social media gives passive users the freedom of being able to leave conversations at any time and the freedom to witness from a safe place. Aggressive communicators will often be inappropriately direct and carry on communication when it is unwanted. They will use heavily emotionally loaded content and will often be filled with bias and opinion without fact. Aggressive communicators link to social media because they can use their language and heavy emotional opinion without having to face direct immediate consequence. They can carry on their behavior in groups and bully or troll other users with fake accounts and point to fake fact websites that hold little to no scientific relevance. Of course, these last two communication styles are always present no matter how much training and framework is placed around social media by the early years sector. Some of the issues social media and these communication styles can produce are addiction, misinformation, and public conflict. However, social media's main issue is the disembodied nature that dislocates communication from things like body language and real-time context, and it can therefore amplify these passive and aggressive styles in its users. Add this to the public, performative nature of social media, and suddenly any issue that enters the social media platform can become more about the adults' egos rather than the children's interests. When conflicts like these occur, often private information about children and their families is put at risk of being made public, and defamation cases are often caused. Thankfully, there are very strict guidelines as to what is discussed and who can link or friend who on social media, and therefore many personal conflicts are kept private. But the risk of public conflict and misrepresentation of the service in question and the individual is always present. However, despite the risks, social media is widespread through the modern world smartphone-centered culture and is therefore an essential way of creating meaningful experiences and creating social networks through today's early years education sector. My name is Jason Maxwell. Thank you for listening, and please comment and see my further videos. Thank you very much.